That's nice. Rhyme, say something for me.
No.
Fantastic. Rhyme, so anyway, you're here. Did you see game 1, Rhyme?
I saw the end of it, and I think I saw the start of it.
Okay. And I imagine you've seen a lot of Jarek's Earth Spirit before if you've watched Liquid Games. I mean, talk to me about Earth Spirit. Is he balanced, Rhyme? What is this hero just great when it's in Jarek's hands, or is it at a point where you gotta ban it?
I mean, he's not even. He's good at it, but he's not like ridiculously good. But it doesn't really matter because Gyro was sitting at the tier 3, and he got turned into a rock, and then kicked back to Fountain, and then swapped back into Fountain. There's only so much you can do in the game before you determine it's unbalanced.
10 seconds remaining.
Now, talking about being balanced, OD, where is he at in your mind? Is he? I mean, when he first kind of came out post-patch, people were like, "Oh no, he's awful," and then suddenly people were like, "Okay, we were totally wrong. He's pretty good." I mean, OD, in your eyes, is he top tier mid material now?
I don't know. He's a pretty terrible caster, but the hero's pretty good, I think.
You cheeky fucker.
Radiant
now, talking about other mids that don't have the same acronyms as casters, DP, Death Prophet. Another very strong mid. First ban here from Team Spirit. Be careful. But,
yeah, okay.
Well, there's
so
DP doesn't have acronym for casters. I mean, it has acronyms for other things. Well, I'm not talking about dual penetration on this stream. Come on, it's a family-friendly stream, right? But Death Prophet, what do we think about her?
She's really annoying in lane, and she's very good at killing slow heroes in teamfights. She still does what DP used to do. Randomization is a bit worse than it used to be, but you can still go like phase Yules, Ato, Sock Terrain, all those kind of stuff. So she's just generally much better in the early game than she used to be.
And of course, first pick material here for this game for Spirit, the Invoker. Buff after buff. When will it ever stop, Ryan?
Oh, it's already stopped. He lost 2 HP on his thing. He got
2
an HP.
HP.
Well, he 2 strength points rather. At level 1, so he lost that. So he's a tiny bit squishier, but past like the first 4 minutes or so, it doesn't really make that much difference, except to cost wax. And then they're losing like 14 damage or something like, or is it like 10 damage? It's quite serious because you can't go like 1 XOR and then hit for 5 million with your phase boots and Orchid anymore. So you have to kind of go XOR if you want to hit hard. And it makes laning a bit more difficult. But he's still broken as fuck, so.
Yeah, I mean, talking about kind of hitting hard as well, Lycan, it kind of feels like over these qualifiers, we're really seeing this hero being picked up time and time again. This series, with someone Timmerman gives a performance, now this game, Team Spirit grabbing hold of the Lycan. He's proven to be a strong pusher, and we saw from the build from a Timmerman, you know, he gets himself an MKB and a Basher, and this man, you know, once he pops the ult, he can rip through the majority of heroes in a game.
Yeah, once he has MKB Basher, he can basically just kill anything if he gets on top of it. Like, one of them, there was a Lycan in one game earlier that was going like, that went Lads, Deso, MKB and stuff like that. Like, literally just two-shotting 2k HP cores just by critting them again and again. The hero's kind of silly right now, I think. His laning is really good. His wolves are really good once he hits level 5. You can't, like, have a solo off lane against him apart from Darkseer will be okay, but it's still kind of rough. He farms jungle incredibly quickly. He pushes the lane faster than anything else in the game. Really good with BKB. He's really good without BKB. I don't know. He's generally quite good.
On the picks from Liquid, this is, well, kind of going back to classic Liquid here now. Jarek's Tusk, Fata Razor, Mind Control, Darkseer, Timmerman, Gyrocopter. They're just going to be looking for Kuroki's final hero. Team Spirit, they're still missing an extra support and an offlaner. I mean, kind of for the games that we've seen and from the patch at the moment, any heroes that you're a little bit surprised that we haven't seen either side touch upon? I think Afterlife Enchantress. Yeah, I believe we have seen that. Yeah, you're right. Enchantress is one of their likings, which could be. Is this a good game for Ench in your mind? Do you think offlane Ench is, again, another really strong hero?
Team Liquid's turn to bat.
Nature's Prophet, on the other hand. Is this a good Nature's Prophet game?
They've got Tusk, Snowball, and Punch to stun him, and they've got Vacuum. They've got... He lanes pretty okay against Gyro, but
10 seconds remaining.
in a 1v1, but Gyro's pretty good at killing him. He won't do much to stop Gyro farming, so they're basically just going to push. Like, this is complete like an Fury and Nature's Prophet, or Fury and Invoker. They're just gonna run at towers. Lycan's. They're gonna try and make sure Lycan has a decent start, and so does Invoker. And then if they ever get any kill ever, they're just gonna TP Fury in and take every tower.
Alright, these final couple of bans now. I mean, Spirit, as you said, going for this push. Who are they missing? Who, if you're Liquid, who do you want to try and take away from them here as the potential final pick from Spirit for the push strat?
Venge probably.
Actually, yeah, Venge. That's a good call. Venge is a good call. Let's see if that's.
It's always nice to have against Tusk, Razor, and things like that. You can swap people out of the.
Yeah, we saw a really nice game from Kuroki just now on the bench. And you bang on, Rhyme. That's why we get you in the studio. Look at that, Rhyme. Fantastic stuff. Now, Rhyme, outdo yourself here. What did Team Spirit ban against Liquid?
AA?
Nah, not AA. Nah. That was a hard one. I don't think I've seen a single Disruptor game. Actually, this qualifies. That I've cast at least. I'm sure there has been one, but definitely not been one of the most popular supports. Now, you might redeem yourself here if they do pick AA, but I don't know, Kuroki AA, do you think? Not the Dazzle? Or...
Dazzle's like... Oh, no, Dazzle's pretty bad here. Dazzle's just gonna... When Lycan gets Kuro, it won't even matter. The hero getting focused will have no mana, no HP, and be useless, so Grave doesn't really do that much. He's really bad at counter-pushing. Yeah, Spirit Breaker, they're just gonna run at people. So they're gonna try and make sure that Lycan gets nothing. They're gonna have Darkseer and Spirit Breaker on bot lane, and Tusk is gonna be threatening the Fury the whole time, so... You're gonna see, like, Spirit Breaker and Tusk, either one of them is just gonna stay off the map the whole time, and then one of them is gonna be sitting bot with a Darkseer being annoying with Iron Shell, and making sure the supports can't stop the Razor from molesting the Invoker.
Final pick for Spirit, they had the Venge taken away from them. Other kind of supports that would add to this push that they're thinking of?
5 seconds remaining.
Team Spirit will win is probably like someone gets a bit too close to the tower and dies, or
the
Dazzle is just always nice to have for pushing.
Yeah, okay. I guess, yeah, the heal bombs are going to be potentially pretty nice. With
I don't think Dazzle's that good here,
walls.
though. I really don't think it's that good.
No? Oh, boy,
it might be okay.
Yeah, as in what, he just doesn't make sense with what Team Spirit are doing elsewhere, you feel? It's just...
No, he kind of makes sense, but he's just not that great with Furion and Lycan and stuff. No, there's not much physical damage to deal with. There's some, but not that much. He's good against Gyro, I guess, and he's just generally a safe hero. He's good at laning with Lycan, so... I just don't really like Dazzle that much myself, anyway.
Okay, fair enough. So draft-wise overall, would you feel more comfortable with what Liquid are bringing to this game? Do you think they've got the kind of the safer heroes there?
I'd...
5 seconds
That Furion was... The Furion has to basically... They have to push and make this Furion worthwhile. Otherwise, if this Furion doesn't do anything and they don't get enough towers, they're gonna have like a massive issue. Because if Liquid win like 1 or 2 fights, they get Darkseer, get Gyro, like SMY or something, and same for Razor. They get both those heroes up to like 1.5k HP and they can just sit in front of their tower. They're gonna be fine in terms of fighting Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, you talk about the Razor, it's far the Razor, and we've seen, in fact, I think in pretty much all the games that Liquid have played today, it's always been banned or taken away from him. I mean, from what you've seen, is it a bit of a mistake to let this man have this hero? Is he that good at it, would you say, in your eyes?
Wait, can you repeat that? Sorry, I kind of zoned out.
The Razor Fata, should you be terrified about it? Should you, I mean, as I said, it's been banned out a lot today. Is it a danger that you've let it through the draft here of your Team Spirit, or can you deal with it? Is it not that scary of a hero-player combination?
I don't know. I see a Razor and I go, that's a Razor.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if it's like a 3-year-old child playing it. It's just a Razor. He does what he does. You can be slightly more efficient, slightly better at last hitting, maybe know what the hero does. Sometimes I like to just read the description of the hero and play it, and I'm already a professional Razor player, so...
Oh, wow.
It's
shots
fine.
at Fata hit.
No, it's not necessarily shots at Fata, it's just I don't really think the hero's responsive to individual skill compared to other heroes.
Now, what about Fata's Viper play? That's got to be something that blows you away.
Yeah. It really is something. I'm lost for words, to be honest.
Oh dear. Well,
so the question is, like, okay, Invoker's going to be against Razor, so
yes, yeah.
It basically, if they can't really gank him. They've got Dazzle Bane, so this Razor's going to probably have a good time. Just going to go Fairy Fire, Null Branch, standard shit. Sunstriking the enemy base to see anything. They didn't see anything. They could have left the base too quickly. Can do introductions.
Sure, let's go for it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome for tuning in. This is Team Spirit versus Team Liquid. We've got game 2 here at the best of 3. Of course, the winner of this best of 3 series will guarantee themselves a place in the Shanghai Major. It's myself, ODPixel, and Ryan that's going to be following through the action of this game with you lovely people tuning in at home. So on the side of Team Spirit, we're going to be having Ramses on that carry Lycan. Always want to fly on his support Dazzle. Iceberg on the mid lane in the Invoker role. Go back on his Bane. And finally Afterlife on that solo lane Nature's Prophet. On the side of Liquid, we're actually seeing a 5-man smoke up at this point. And it's going to be Kuroki on your Spirit Breaker. Matumba Manjaro, Mind Control, Darkseer, Fata Razor, and Jarax Tuscan. Oh, this could be a beautiful wraparound.
No, they've seen him. He walked too close.
Oh, they got the vision though. But
this isn't gonna happen.
No. A little bit of a mess.
Kuroki just didn't know where the tower was or something and just walked right into it and broke his smoke for some reason. Maybe his teammate blocked him or something, but that was not very good at all. Iceberg is now just going to get the rune uncontested, which he probably shouldn't be able to do against what Liquid have. He should feel scared going for a bounty rune, but he doesn't. Zane's going to be a bit more safe.
There's a flashy attempt there from the side of Liquid, but as you said, just doesn't pay off. And as the lanes settle up, it looks to be pretty much what you'd expect, this roaming Jerax. Matumba Man, he's going to be on his own at the moment up top, having to deal with an MP. And the mid lane matchup, Shards unfortunately not catching Gobak there. Maybe looking to see if they could go for a static link kill attempt. Bottom lane, the Spirit Breaker Dazzle. Spirit Breaker Darkseer. Going up against the Dazzle Lycan, and already Kuroki really giving it some hill and always want to fly. Always want to fly. He's trying to trade hits.
Hits versus a Spirit Breaker.
This lane, you said you weren't a fan of a Dazzle. I guess with the Bane here as well, does the Bane need to be down here against the Spirit Breaker Darkseer? Is that the thing that Liquid are pulling off? So the fact that they'll secure the mid lane, or do you think the Bane can afford to go and help invoke a little bit more mid?
Bane's their only hero that can trade Spirit Breaker. He's got equivalent stats. Kind of zone him out. Maybe make sure the Lycan can farm on the tower. But now they managed to pull, so he's going to get his free, probably double free in the next few minutes, or next minute or so. I'm just looking at top, and he's just Gyro versus Furion in the 1v1. Furion started off boots first, so he's probably going to lose out in the first few waves, but actually he's probably just going to keep losing because he has less regen.
We'll see how that lane does go. As you said, Gyro with the certain edge. Mid lane, 7 for 0 on your Invoker, 5 for turn on Fata, so it's close. It's a close matchup at the moment. Jerax.
Yeah, he's just exalt maxing alacrity. He's already got his boots, so he's going to be fine in this matchup. Going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah, do you expect to see...
Boots, but Invoker's going to get it at the same time.
Kuroki, yeah, he's fine. He can charge out if needs be, and he'll actually charge in. Looking to secure the bounty win for Jerax, and they will be able to do so, but the heal bomb hurting Kuroki pretty bad. He should be able to ward this off. The Sunstrike though, 14 HP, and the right click from Gobak will do it. They'll get themselves first blood. And the Invoker, very nice awareness there, getting himself involved with the Sunstrike and allowing the team to get that kill. So good start nonetheless for Team Spirit there. And charge back to lane here from Kuroki. He's going to make a beeline straight for the bottom lane. Mid lane is still 10 for 5, 7 for 1. Fata's starting to break away a little bit, so he is managing to get a slight subtle edge here against this Invoker row.
Yeah, he's going to have a bit of advantage because the Tusk can just sit around, and there's more risk of Tusk and Razor killing Invoker than Invoker killing them, so Invoker has to play scared. And there's a DD rune top, so Razor's probably going to grab that when he hits his bottle. Razor's generally going to be fine for the next few minutes. I don't see any way he dies unless they TP on him with Furion and then Sunstrike. But he's keeping a tango for that reason. Or he's just having tangos in general. Just looking at this bot lane, I think Liquid have completely lost control of it. Zakucj has to leave. The Spirit Breaker has to leave. They could have done so much more, but they decided to take that fight on the rune, and then they lost the fight on the rune, and now it's been free farming for 3 minutes.
Double damage!
On mid lane, we're going to see them try and go in. Fada, he's got the charge. The backup from Kuroki. Jax has actually got a DD. The snowball will come through, but they'll lose the Razor here. They do get the kill onto the Bane. That's a 1-for-1 trade there. Maybe not the one that Liquid were looking for. And Jax getting chased down here by the Invoker and Dazzle. As a little bit of a messy going there from Fada, and it does cost him his life here.
Yeah, just underestimating alacrity damage. It wasn't the worst case scenario. They got a Bane kill out of it, but it's not great either way. Jarax is coming behind the Fury on top. They might actually kill him here.
And let's see.
Fury went out of vision, so
he might be fine, and yeah, he's going to TP straight out. Behind the tower, he's back. He's fine. So yeah, as you said, Jarax just a little bit too fast to get a reach around there onto the Nature's Prophet. And Nature's Prophet's also got the backup of Gold Black. Phase boot's now done on your Gyrocopter here from a Timberman, who's still getting pretty much ideal CS up here. And now they'll go forward. Cooldown's there. They'll get themselves a kill with the snowball. They might just get themselves another one. The Nightmare is holding Matumba back, and in fact, Gold Black turning around with the Brain Sap is able to find a kill in return onto the Tusk.
Yeah, they got really. We're not going to kill Bane at all. But it's just Gyro is more likely to kill Furion than Furion is to kill Gyro, because any hero plus Gyro can kill a Furion, and Furion plus any hero possibly can't kill Gyro, so it's just an annoying lane to play against for Spirit. But they're doing fine. Lycan's getting equivalent farm to the Gyro almost anyway, apart from that kill. And the Darkseer is getting less than the Furion is, by a bit. I think they're okay, provided Invoker doesn't just die here with Spirit Breaker looking at him.
Well, let's see if they can get the pick of an Iceberg. As you said, Kuroki getting the perfect angle, charges across. Plasma Field as well at max distance. The shards, they won't quite trap him. And Iceberg will be able to move off. Even Nature's Prophet coming in. Maybe looking for a turnaround. They trap Kuroki, but he bites his way out of the trees. He's going to be fine. And yeah, 3 heroes from both sides attending the mid lane, but no one going down here. And still the farm game continues with Timberman having the slight edge on the Gyro.
Yeah, they're getting to... Okay, looking at the Darkseer farm. Darkseer's getting... He's got 26 CS now. He's doing slightly better than the Furion in terms of farm. And I don't know if he's going to have a decent timing on mech, because it's too early to say. He should be doing alright now. But Lycan just has a chance to kill him if he's in the lane with him, so he has to play a bit careful. And Kuroki and Jarax has got spotted by 1 tree, so they are a bit bamboozled as to what's going on.
Now, this is going to be hard to go for. They do want to try for it, but Goblack's there, TPing in ready and waiting for the fight to kick off. As the creeps push past, Goblack backing up, and I think, yeah, they realise Liquid that they can't find anything here. They'll look towards the mid lane instead, maybe. Kuroki, ready from a charge from behind. It's going to hide in the tree line, Goblack. It's going to walk past. They're going to see each other here. Let's look to start to trade hits. Invoker's already backed off, knowing that Liquid were maybe looking to do something from that position and jumping in on him. And yeah, Invoker with the Hand of Midas recipe. He's going to have a pretty good timing here on the Midas in the mid lane. And he'll start to get his farm going. But I mean, at this point, in terms of the heroes that you are picking up in the game for both sides, is there anyone that's more happy with the first 7 minutes of this game, would you say?
Invoker's absolutely delighted with it.
Yeah.
Razor's got very little compared to what he should have in this matchup, or what you would expect from this matchup, but the gank didn't work out. Invoker killed him before Razor could get anything, so he didn't get any XP or gold for that fight.
Oh, Nature's Prophet.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, ready to go. Ult from Ramses, they've trapped Jerax. He's going to look for the TP straight up, but there's a Bane there. The Nightmare into the Sunstrike, and the physical damage there from the walls, bringing down Jerax. They'll get the kill onto the Tusk, and again, it just seems to be Liquid constantly trying to find the angle to jump in from. But Team Spirit very much ready, and this time even finding a kill as they do stop it.
Dazzle's getting mood on. Oh, and he's just pressed TP button.
I need a bash. No bash. Unlucky there for Kuroki.
I mean, he hits roughly once every 2 seconds.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of chances for it. Yeah.
They've got like another few minutes before Invoker hits the 9. He gets double forward Spirit up. He has that. It's going to be almost impossible to fight into him without mech on Darkseer, because he just does so much damage. And I don't think they have any chance of getting a fight on him that would actually lead to Invoker dying. So, Spirit are looking pretty good. Lycan's closing on Vlad's, Furion's going his drum build. He's got decent farm, level 6. Probably get what's going into the top tower if Gyro doesn't decide to push it. Yeah, Spirit just seem to be getting what they want. Apart from levels on Dazzle and Bane. Bane's got a bit more than Dazzle, but I'm not really seeing how Dazzle's going to get his 6.
The Timberman actually deep into the tier 2 bottom. He wants to try and fight with Jarex here. He's level 8 and he's just picked up the lifesteal. So this could be very fruitful if they do find a kill with it.
Just ignore the dazzle. They don't want. They
want something bigger. I don't know if they'll be able to get it though. They might have to just settle with the dazzle. And they have trapped him here with the shards. They'll charge forward with Kuroki. He'll start to tank the tower. Does have a Shallow Grave available. And always want to fly, will use it, but this time he's out of a TP, so they will dive him. The Fairy Fire though, there's the snowball. They'll dive all the way, they will get the kill, they'll take down the dazzle here.
The snowball from Kobo.
And
yeah, Spirit just don't want to fight at this point. Just gonna allow that to happen. They're okay with it.
Tower is under attack.
Focus closing in, double forward through it, and then they can start massively pressuring middle. They're already pinging the tower, so they're gonna take that and just trade. Furion is getting damage on top, so it's an uneven trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll TP back here from the Spirit Breaker as he is ready to try and fend off the Nature's Prophet mid lane. Just going to have TPs through here, so they might be able to defend this. In fact, just leaving my Timberman down here to finish it. They'll start to bring back the creep wave, and looks like they will be able to hold on to these towers here.
Being Furion, no, they decided against it. No, they decided for it. Mine very quickly. And it's just a one trade.
Yeah.
He's getting his level 6 up here. This is quite important. Once he gets 6, he can make sure the Furion can't really do anything by himself. Which is probably quite important, because the only reason that trade could have favoured Spirit is if the Furion got top tower. But now he has no chance of doing it.
Vlad's now done here for Ramses on the Lycan treads. Picked up here by Razor. He's got the treads of Killer done so far. They're starting to tank a bit here in the early portions of the game. Gyro. He's nearly got enough here to finish off the Helm of the Dominator. And Iceberg, Staff of Wizardry on top of the Midas. So both teams starting to pick up the farm. Farta pressuring in the mid lane. Just looking to continue to get it up at 10 minutes in. Let's have a look at the net worth. It's fairly even between the two position ones. In fact, pretty much bang on. Just in that mid lane, a slight difference here. About 1k in fact. But obviously a lot of that down to the fact that this Invoker is rocking this Midas. And Drum's now finished on MP.
He's going to be running vaguely quickly and pushing lanes. I like the Drum. He's just kind of really annoying in fights. You need like some lockdown to actually punish him, because otherwise he just runs off into the distance. So, and I think the hero for that is either going to be Spirit Breaker. One of them has to be on the Furion during the fight, because he actually does quite a bit of damage. Godblack's just solo smoking. He's probably going to find the Gyro. No, he's just going to use that smoke toward the enemy. I don't think Liquid are actually too worried about that. Timberman's just going to feel safe farming. Oh, they're going to get a grip on him middle.
Well, and here we go with the lead in the TP through. They need some kind of backup with the Sunstrike. The burst is too much, and they'll lose one. Maybe they can find something in return. Sigil comes out, Snowball onto Go Black with the charge as well. They're looking to try and redeem this kind of trade and find something in return, and they will get the kill onto Go Black. No, still alive in fact. Will finally go down to one more push so they can get it, but no, Go Black's going to live. They're looking for the bigger kills, but they're not going to get it. Afterlife just TPs out. Ramses is chasing down Kuroki. And Kuroki is going to go down to the wolf here as Team Spirit take a very good trade, and it just looked like Liquid were just getting a little bit too greedy there and trying to get more kills than they could, and at the end of the day they get nothing and they lose everything.
They're fighting without the Gyro and Doxia. I mean, there's no way they win that fight. It's just too many heroes, and Invoker does way too much damage at this point. Okay, Razor's going to try and do something to Dazzle, and then Dazzle just walks away and Razor's like, oh no, and he isn't happy. Razor might get the bounty rune, and that will be his salvation.
And Liquid need to be careful after that. That was Team Spirit being very, very content with how that's gone, and it's got to be scary, the fact that there is this Invoker that's continuing to reign at the top of the net worth. And
yep, Invoker's just going Necro.
Yeah.
Consumes Fairy Fire, gets ready to freeze up a slot, buys Necro Recipe, and he is going to look at the tier 1. And they're probably going to try and take control of the enemy jungle, and then make sure that Gyro doesn't have anywhere to farm except for his own Ancients, maybe bot lane. And then once that happens, they can pick off anyone who tries to show on top lane to get the farm that they know they're going to want to get. And it just puts Spirit in a position. I'm surprised no one's pushing out bot though. I guess they feel scared.
Looks like mid lane tier 1 is going to be something that Liquid are going to have to get at a later stage, because the TPs from Team Spirit coming through. They're ready to defend. You've got Kuroki. Kuroki wants to fight. He's going to charge in on to always want to fly. Nether Strike as well as the Snowball. So they do get themselves the kill. Now the TP's coming through. He's still got a cooldown here, Matuma. He's looking for the positioning. And there he's going to use it. The Fiend Script's onto Kuroki though. It's a good cooldown, but they're going to lose Kuroki on the Spirit Breaker. 1 for 1 at this point. And now they'll start to run. Ramses is there with the ult. In fact, he's just going to turn his attention towards Fado. He's been kind of left alone here. The Shard's trying to save him. In fact, just blocking him in with the Wolf. Bit unfortunate there for the side. The intention was good, but Jirax unfortunately not able to save his mate. There's a snowball. The wall is now dropped. They're still trying to fight around this clutch point. Team Spirit just walked through the wall. They don't give a damn. They're looking for Matuma with the cold snap. He gets surged away. Oh, the Sunstrike. Oh, the dupe. He knew Matuma jukes it out, but there's the TP for Nature's Prophet. Rocket barrage the right thing. Matuma actually takes the kill. Kuroki's back with the charge. Maybe this is the turnaround that Liquid need. They'll get the Invoker kill. Now they'll turn towards Goldblack. Matuma needs to be a bit careful. Goldblack. He's got a brain snap in a few seconds. Matuma may be low enough for Goldblack to take the kill, but the run down and now the charge down. Liquid managing to turn around a fight that looked to start absolutely awfully for them there, right?
Yeah, they should have just backed off. It was just level 1 Doxer wall, and they're like, oh, we can run through that, that's fine. And then they started tanking the illusions for 20 seconds, and then they ran through a choke into Spirit, chasing a Gyro that they knew they couldn't kill with unless the Sunstrike hit. And if Gyrocopter has a monitor, he can see that the Sunstrike's going to land. Yep, and... Oh, what? Oh, Jirax, what have you done? Jirax, what have you done?
He rolls in the Gyro.
Gyro was finishing his TP. He just cancelled his Gyro's TP.
Oh, not like that.
What? That's just... With utter disregard for human life, he's just taken his Gyro with him. That's obscene.
And that's going to be Roshan going the way by the looks of it. I don't know if they can afford to try and do anything about this with 2 men down.
I think this would have happened either way though. Gyro was very low at the time. Maybe they could have stopped it, but not at this rate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now we have Aegis now, an Invoker. So Liquid, even though they do grab something a few minutes ago, they do lose it again. Slips away.
I'm just thinking, I'm pretty sure putting someone in a snowball does cancel their TP if they are ally. I think that's the case. If it's not, then something else happens.
Surely it does, yeah. Otherwise you could just TP and then he could just save you and you're guaranteed the TP out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would be, yeah.
Okay. Iceberg, despite having a pretty bad death in the last fight, has Aegis, and he's probably going to get through 3 fairly soon. Looking at him, they probably want to take this Aegis away. He's playing really cocky.
And he looks like if they see if they can punish it. They've got the Nether Strike. It's a good static link here from Fado
Tornado
as well.
instead of...
Oh, they get it. They get it. There's a stolen 126 damage on Fado here. We'll see if Team Spirit really want to fight. They're charging straight in. They're going to go for the Razor. Nature's Breath as well. Continue to go for this, the Wolf. They've got a charge. The Fiend's Grip onto Kuroki. Can they save him? Can they save him now? They'll just let him go. They'll have to let the Spirit Breaker go here. So Aegis is down, but it costs the Spirit Breaker.
That's a fine use of Aegis. I mean, Voka's not a particularly good Aegis carrier in the first place. He's only slightly a bit better than Lycan, being a transformation hero. So, it's just... Like, he's fine with that, getting a free kill. And now they're in a good position to take the tier 1 bot, because they need the Spirit Breaker to focus one of the Dazzle or the Bane or the Invoker at the start of the fight. Now without Spirit Breaker being there, every single person in Radiant can feel extremely confident in their positioning. Okay, 3 of them are smoke touch. Gyro's just going to sit there and be a dummy.
Can they do something big with this jump from the smoke? I think
no.
Team Spirit, no. They're playing safe.
So, go for Dazzle.
Yeah, go for the easy pick off. Walrus Punch into the charge. He does get off the Shallow Grave, and the Nightmare holding back Fado. Looks like they'll only get the Dazzle here, but they do get something nonetheless, and they do hold on to the tier 1. The rest of the side of Team Spirit just TP and waltz straight back out. They do find the kill. Still, this is definitely going to be a hard game for Liquid. The charge. Oh, we spotted out the Lycan. Can they get there in time, though, for this kill?
I don't think so.
With Ice Shards, with the Nether Strike,
just going to pop ulti and walk away.
This is looking a bit messy here for Liquid. The combo from Iceberg. The mech does come out. It's a nice Shards and the wall onto 3. Here's the Wolf looking for the cleanup. Oh, it's a cooldown. The cooldown's going to be big. And now with the Rocket Barrage, they found one. They might be able to find more. Matuma moving in with the flat cannon, but he's been trapped here by the Nature's Prophet.
Always when a fight had the Grave ready for Iceberg, so we could have killed Arrow, but Iceberg was too scared because he thought, oh, I'm going to die if I focus this
Dire's
Gyro.
top
But
tower is under attack.
could have got that kill, I think.
They lose the Tusk and the Spirit Breaker. They do get the Lycan kill there.
Delaying this Lycan's Necro 3 is going to be quite good, but he's still going to get it. And it's really annoying playing against this kind of lineup if you're Liquid, because the risk reward is so skewed for every single fight. If Radiant win a fight, they get 2 towers and a Rax, or something like that at this point, if they fight near the enemy base. If Liquid win a fight, they get a tower. That's about it, because they just don't push very fast. It's just quite irritating. And Invoker's just... he's got his Necro, but he's still Invoker and he does all his spell shit, so... he's just really annoying, and he's really farmed, so they have to focus him somehow. He got pretty low, but pretty hard to kill him.
And Greaves now on Darkseer. We are seeing a pretty good game here from Mind Control, though. He's got some nice walls out in these fights and hasn't died yet this game. So Darkseer giving us a pretty solid performance. But on top of the drums. I mean, he's got 1500. What do you need now on this Razor? Is this a game where you're going to have to go for an earlier BKB? I mean, Gyro himself, he's got an Ogre Club. Is that the makings of the BKB, or is he himself going for the Sanjong Yasha? Can he afford to do that still first?
I'm pretty sure that's BKB. There's no way he doesn't have the Mithril Hammer on Courier. Yeah, he just...
oh, has he got it? Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's got the full lot. Okay.
I don't agree with... oh, I don't think BKB would be good for Razor.
Okay.
He needs, like, maybe SNY into AC. Seems like the only build. That would be good, because if he goes BKB, he's actually... Invoker's not even going to cast any spells on him. He's just going to right-click him.
Team Spirit, they could walk into this. Invoker.
Decides against walking up the hill.
That's just smart.
Front of his health.
Yeah. See if they come out of smoke. How long's the smoke left? There's a few seconds. Go back. Okay, it's been dispelled. They know.
Oh.
They're preparing to fight. The charge.
Kuroki changes his mind. Dazzle only hits 2 people.
Fiend's Grip onto Jerax straight away here. He's getting low the vacuum. They're going down onto the cooldown. They're moving forward. Tumberman with the BKB. They managed to get the kill onto Dazzle. Looking for more as well. The flat cannon hits. He will get Go Black. Double kill here for the Gyrocopter. The Necro unit's down as well. And now Ramses, he's coming forward with the snowball. They can still look for more, but Timmerman's going to come back in. Behind them, the Tornado flying through, but they've got the Nether Strike onto Iceberg. 4 down on the side of Team Spirit. And some really nice control there from Liquid, knowing the right times to pull back and then jump back in. And Team Spirit just getting caught off guard. And I've got to be honest, the start of that fight, that BKB from the Gyro couldn't have come at a better time for Matumberman.
They were so focused on getting an offensive Dazzle ulti. And they only got 2, and then they had an opportunity to TP out with like 3 of their heroes. Like they all had TP, and there was like at least 4 seconds between deciding to go on them and then any of them getting got on. They could have just left. They had no reason to go back in. Invoker stayed and then used a level 1 Wex Tornado on 2 people and they died for free. Like none of them had any reason to stay after the Bane, and they died. That's Gyro getting his 10-second BKB and immediately getting an extra 2k gold from killing a whole bunch of people. So now he's got his Yasha. So he doesn't feel the horrible sense of just inadequacy when you're farming, when you don't have farming item, when you feel forced to go phase boots home with it on BKB. He's just got that Yasha immediately, so he doesn't have that problem. So he's just going to be more farmed than in the entire game, and he's going to continue to farm faster. Matumberman is very, very happy with how that fight's gone.
I mean, Razor's still stacking up the gold here. Fata's sitting on 3.3k here. I mean, what's he waiting for? Is he still making his decision?
I assume it's just going to be AC. Like, there's maybe Axe, or... no, Axe is pretty bad. He just needs armor. Once he gets that, he's pretty good. Lycan is no longer really... at least until he has more items. But that's not likely, because Lycan's dying in every fight, so...
Yeah, it's Matumberman suddenly, top of the net worth. He's breaking away. He's been finding some really good fights on this Gyrocopter 526. And as you said off the back of that one, that 2k cash influx, and now just 1k away from having the completed S&Y on top of the BKB. 23 minutes in, very good progression for the guy. Top lane is being pushed in here by the Nature's Prophet.
Top tower is under attack.
You see Liquid. We'll go black.
Oh, go black.
Oh, not the place he wanted to be in. Tried
and they
to go out for a
the
little warning.
ward, did they? No, they didn't see. They didn't catch the. They're not centering that. It's very fortunate for him. So at least he didn't die for absolutely nothing.
Dire's top tower.
He got the deny on the tower, or the mind control.
Level 3 Necro is now done on the Lycan. but it's really the pushing is being done by Liquid at this point. Team Spirit.
Radiant structures.
This is quite bad. They're defending with Necro 3s. It's not really what you want to be doing. Oh, Kuroki and Jarek's are getting ready to kill anyone who tries to defend. They call the Invoker. They don't feel confident in going because they do not know where the Furion and the Lycan are. Knew where the Lycan was. They felt scared anyway.
I mean, Roshan's, we're going to see the time on Roshan soon, so probably not going to want to lose a fight around when that's coming back
Furion
up.
just TP'd in and showed himself. This ward is really important for killing anyone who TP'd. He's just kind of sitting there.
Kuroki?
God Black, no.
He's a little bit held off by the fact that he sees the Invoker as well. And Roshan is up, so let's see if Liquid spot this one out. Fata, is he going to check it? Doesn't look like he is. But Roshan is back on the table for the takings. Matumbaman very close to the S&Y. This wave down here should do it, so he'll have the S&Y ready.
Liquid are pushing lanes in a way that means that Spirit feel like they're obligated to try and defend their towers and tier 2s because they're not really big enough lanes pushing in. Furion pushing in top lane every now and again. Middle lane keeps getting pushed by Darkseid with his Iron Shell, so there's no lane where they can pressure, avoid a teamfight.
They're going for the Invoker kill here, but the Tornado very nicely cancelling the charge, and now Ramses popping the ult. It looks like he's questioning whether he wants to commit to this fight, and it looks like the answer is no. He's running in, he's running out, he's not quite deciding where to go. He's found Jarek's.
Oh, Furion, oh god. Oh, he's very lucky.
Jarek's still alive here at this point. It's a little bit of a mess from Team Spirit as they don't really know what they're doing. Goblat's going to get caught out. The charge now is... This looks to be Liquid just steamrolling across the side of Team Spirit and getting themselves a double kill on the Gyro. Mind control. Going forward. The shards on the vacuum. Pulling the Lycan across. He's already used the ultimate. Ramses in trouble as well. 3 kills here for the side of Liquid.
Your worries are over.
Yeah,
Big fight
Vader
from there.
opted to go for the beacon. Probably because of the massive Necros and the fact that Invoker has Meteor deafening blasted him in every single fight where they've been near each other so far. So he can just get away with going like plate mail or something next. I think he could have got away with going like AC or something, or SMY, but he plays safe and just gets... The nice thing about having BKB on Jaro and Razor is that they can just ignore the Necro books for the duration. Because otherwise, Jaro would be just facing a death sentence every single time he uses ulti and flat cannon.
Oh! Tornado here for the guy, but the mind control vacuum wall, the charge across, they're going to go for it. There's a fiend strip onto mind control, but he's already got his spells off. The cooldown from the Timberman is going to clip 2 of them. Kuroki continue to chase. They've already lost Tusk here. Jarek's the first to fall. Julia Kuroki trapped up, trying to get out. Weave ticking down the armor. It's a double kill for the Nature's Prophet. Matumbaman, he's going to go for the BKB TP out, and he will be able to get himself home. But they do lose 2 there. Double kill from the Nature's Prophet. And that might be the space that Team Spirit need to go for Roshan, and it looks like it. They'll head straight into the pit and winning the fight at the time that they needed to, being able to get this Aegis as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, Invoker got a good initiation off. He got a lot of damage onto the Gyro before his BKB was up, so he had Gyro had 5-second cooldown on his BKB when that happened. So when he had his BKB up, he decided, oh, I've got no HP, so he just TP'd out. Couldn't fight anymore. And they concede Roche, and middle lane is pushing in decently. They're going to send one hero, probably the last, push out bot lane, and then have the rest of the heroes ready to push middle. I don't think they're going to feel confident forcing anything. It's going to try and be annoying.
So Matumbaman, in terms of items, he's not going to finish with the full S&Y. He's going to go for that for the butterfly first. He's picked up the Eagle Song, 1100 on it as well. He's still at the top, but thanks to that double kill, Nature's Prophet is catching up, and on top of the Aghanims, very close to finishing off that Octarine core here with this cliff jungling that he's pulling off at the moment.
High skill player. He does what he needs to do. God, Furion's going to be so annoying. Yeah, basically he's just going Aghanims, Octarine, so all the lanes are pushed out all the time, so whenever there is a fight, it's probably to be Dire's base. Or it's going to be where Liquid are near the Radiant base, but the other lanes are pushed towards tier 3s on Dire side, so there's always going to be some reward for them picking off anyone or winning any fight. Because in the last fight, they got like 2 kills. There was nothing they could do because the lanes were just not pushed. I always feel that Invoker's itemization is really, really annoying after going Necro 3 first, because you're never really sure what to go. because you feel like Kingdoms is going to be too long and like it's not going to feel right. BKB just feels lackluster. But to travel feels like you're too greedy. He just goes for Blink Dagger and just tries to get optimal Tornado, Deafening Blast and shit like that. But it never really feels quite right when you go Necro first if you don't get enough with it.
I mean, at this point, the Courier Snipe.
Dire's courier has been killed.
God bless America.
There we have it. Courier down. And, I mean, he's going for the greedy build, as you said. On top of the blink, he gets that bots on the Invoker now. And Matuma a few hundred away from that Talisman pickup. So, Butterfly right around the corner for the Gyrocopter. At this point, 17-17 is close. Oh, we
expect to see
7
Invoker,
seconds,
like...
yeah.
Invoker's gonna start, like, he's gonna drop Sinner's Necros and Flash Spirits in at the start of the fight, possibly try and make sure they don't die to the Gyro ulti. He's gonna make sure that he doesn't go in before the Gyro BKB, and then he's gonna, as soon as the BKB, he's gonna try and burst the Gyro down. Because the Gyro is still the main source of damage. Razor will do some when he gets, like, a static think off, but he hasn't really been too successful at doing that. Because there's not many heroes that he can do it to. But once he gets AC, he'll do enough damage anyway. Invoker still can just focus. I'm just also looking at the Lycan, and he's got B recipe. He's 200 gold off BKB, but even if he does have BKB, he can't touch Gyro. Gyro has 25 armor, by don't see a way that they kill the Gyro outside of Invoker just combobbing him to death.
We'll see. If I mean, in that sense, do you think that Team Spirit, who's going to be happier with this game going late? Is it Liquid with their Gyrocopter, would you say? Or do Team Spirit still have a hope if this does kind of slow down and we do hit the 60-minute mark?
Down Spirit have Lycan and Furion, they always have a hope.
Yeah.
There's always room for people.
Oh, Matuma Man.
Oh, Matuma Man, be careful, he's going to have his BKB forced if... No, he doesn't go.
He is tempting fate here. He really is. So now they'll start. They'll get the vacuum there to cancel the Fiend's Grip, and here we go. Cooldowns drop, Nether Strike, holding Ramses in place, but Matuma Man's got to run. This man's losing health like no tomorrow. He's been surged up, he's running away. Ramses is chasing. The Surge Strike off point, Greaves are popped, and no one dies. Yet. Fata, I'm head up, the snowball across. Icewall's been laid down, Kuroki with the charge through, Jarrett's getting low. They need some more damage though, and they're not getting it on the side of Liquid. In fact, they're losing heroes. They've lost one, the vacuum onto 4, but where's the follow-up? It's just not there, and that's a second kill here for Invoker. They're trapped up Fata underneath the tree line. In comes Matuma Man again. He's got cooldown in 7 seconds, but Fata's falling fast. Buyback here from the Tusk. The Stone Strike onto the Razor. Razor might just go down in. Matuma Man with the Rocket Barrage trying to go. Fata's going to get saved here by the Snowball. Straight in onto Iceberg. Fata's still alive here. He's going to try and walk it off, and he might just make it. The Shards blocking off the Invoker from the Razor. Razor's going to be kept alive there by Jerax's buyback. Brilliant play on the Tusk. Iceberg will lose his life along with the Bane, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for round 2. Jerax having to be careful. BKB's been popped by Matuma Man here, and he's surged himself away here. Mind control, helping him retreat. 19-18, again, a fight that, well, Team Spirit do take the edge, but that could have been a lot worse if it hadn't been for Jax's buyback and save of the Razor.
Yeah, the Razor living there was quite important. Also, I think the Gyro... I don't know, that was really odd. Okay, so they forced the BKB. They know they're going to have to just be forcing a BKB Tornado combo a Gyro. Because, like, I'm pretty sure no one has ever successfully done that. Tornado, Meteor, Deafening Blast, and made it so they can't BKB. I think the only way you can do it is make sure the Deafening Blast makes them go backwards rather than forwards, by doing it so that they land literally on the Deafening Blast. And even then it's almost impossible to do. They can't have been relying on that to happen. So I think they were just forcing the BKB, but then they grip him, so they make sure that the BKB is absolutely worth it. They have no damage during the grip. And then that runs out, and still Gyro comes really close to dying, but quite. He was like sitting on 200 HP and the Sunstrike missed, and Lycan had to spend 20 seconds trying to run him down. So they didn't get anyone else in the time the Gyro was running away. So doing all that stuff at the beginning of the fight made it really the Spirit to actually get anything out of it. And they almost still won completely. But they got outplayed by the buyback and Jerax doing what he did. So, I don't know, I think they shouldn't have really fought that. They could have just forced the BKB and tried to back out and try and cancel the charge which was coming. And they could have just pushed top lane out. I guess they're happy with an even fight anyway.
And of course, after that as well, there has been a couple of big pickups for Liquid. Fada did finish off the AC. And Darkseer now has got the Shiva's Guard, and it looks like they're ready to use him. Straight down the mid lane, here we go. They want to fight in Kuroki. Making a beeline straight for Goblat, and they're going to go for it here with the Plasma Field and the Nether Strike as well. There's a Shallow Grave. And an aggressive weave drop down on Ramses. He's ready to fight, ready to hunt. Goblat gets vacuumed back, and he will go down here. The first casualty of the fight. BKB's been popped by Matumba Man. And Fada, they go and they get themselves a second. That's the Invoker down for 70. Big
that was flat out wrong. Iceberg he must be high. I'm sorry, that wasn't good.
What did he
blinked
do
in an Ice Wolf and tried to save the Bane. Blinked in an Ice Wolf and then Ghost walked away and just hoped they didn't have detection. Like, what? That's not something you can get away with. He could have just stayed back and then saved a meteor or something, and they would have been able to maybe def this, but now they're just going to lose tier 3 for free. That was just a bad play.
He's going to buy back for it as well.
Radiant's middle tower
Liquid
has
still sticking about for the time being, but now are they going to...
top tower
Matumba Man, they'll have to save him. He's been trapped up by the trees. He's been searched. Iceberg coming in with a tornado, clipping onto 4. Meteor drop. Kuroki just charges straight on Iceberg. If they kill this Invoker, this is going to be a dieback on Iceberg, but he's got the Shallow Grave. He's going to be fine for the time being. Ramses popping the BKB. They get the punch slow. He's in trouble. He pops the Ice Wall down. He's down. 80 seconds. Ramses trying to get the kill on Matumba Man. Matumba Man looking for the Jukes. Can he live through this one here? The Wolf chasing. The Wolf gets the kill. Kuroki with the charge into Ramses. Pata stealing a lot of damage. The Nether Strike as well. That's the second kill in the fight. Make that a third and a fourth. Double kill for Pata. They'll go for the racks now. And that's 3 heroes down. No buybacks available on those 3. There is a buyback of the Lycan. He'll get himself back into the fight here.
Radiant's middle barracks are
But
under
Liquid,
attack.
they certainly seem to be doing it in some shape or form, as they'll look to take a second set of racks here from the side of Team Spirit.
Radiant's top tower
And
has fallen.
it seems that Invoker, just those last couple of plays, have been very costly here for the Tides of Team Spirit. They'll jump in on Ramses, and GG is called. Just like that, Liquid have done it. And I hate to point fingers, Ryan, but why did it go so wrong for Team Spirit in that last couple of minutes?
They just tried to take repeated team fights and then lost them, and Invoker was very, 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 I guess unwise in his positioning. He just decided he was immortal and just started blinking into like 4 heroes who could all kill him without BKB or anything like that. But I'd hesitate to say it was entirely on him. I think.
Oh, no.
I don't think the Dazzle